Hi guys, so excited for this video. So excited, like beyond. Oh, let me not lock my light out, honey. Okay. Hi, so I think y'all see the topic of this video. I want to talk about this because girl, a lot of times when I'm talking about some of the concepts that I'm talking about, whether it be fashion, whether it be relationships, whether it be the journey to level up your looks, how you carry yourself, whether it be the journey to level up your career. A lot of times when I'm talking about these things, I get a lot of weird comments and a lot of a lot of delusion. There's a lot of delusion that goes on in the world. One, two, a lot of stupidity. There's a lot of stupid people in the world. The Bible speaks of this: lack of wisdom, lack of knowledge. People don't read. People watch the news and listen to their friends and what their parents told them growing up. And don't get me wrong, I had great parents, and so I obviously listened to what my parents told me when I was a kid, but there comes a point in your life where you have to read and research yourself, and you have to grow and expand. And so, see, the problem in today's society is the lack of wisdom. Okay, a lack of wisdom. And so today's topic, I just thought it was such just a great topic for me to address. Today's topic is: avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Now, first I want to talk about, I don't believe in luck. I don't believe like this happens to this person because of luck and that happens to that person because of bad luck. I don't believe in luck. But I used that terminology because of a book that I've read. I haven't read the whole book all the way through. I'm still like reading the book here and there. And it's a very popular book. I linked it in the description box below. And I will also link my free Audible, where you can get a free Audible credit. I'll link it it's down there too in the description box, but I'll link it in the chat as well. It's the 48 Laws of Power, okay? So this is Law 10 in the 48 Laws of Power. Do I agree with all concepts in that book? No, because I have my own mind. But there are lots of things that I can connect biblically and that I can connect just from life experience. So let me just give you a little background about Law 10 from the 48 Laws of Power. If you don't have that book, I think it's a great book to listen to or a great book to purchase. So the premise of Law 10 is about a lady named Lola Montez, okay? And Lola's life basically was a catastrophe. So Lola ruined everything she touched. And don't we know people like this? Don't we know people who can't ever accomplish anything good? Don't we know people like this? Let me give you some examples. Don't we know people that can't ever be in a good relationship, like ever? They never have a good boyfriend. They can't get married. They can't get a man to be faithful to them. They can't stay, build healthy bonds with friends and other people. They hate men. They're negative. They're weird. Don't we all know people like this? People who can't keep a job. People who don't have substantial, credible work history. People who are always broke, begging you for money. People who are always complaining. People who are always the victim. Let me give you an example. It's because I'm black. It's because Trump's president. That's why I can't accomplish anything, because Trump is president. That's why I can't do anything, because Trump is president. And because I'm black, I can't do anything. It's because I'm a woman. It's because I'm fat. It's, you know, it's because I'm short. These are the people that will give you every reason why they cannot succeed in love, life, and career. They will give you every excuse, every reason. They will be the victim. They are like a venom, a poisonous venom. They are complainers. Like I said, they're victims, and they're just all around miserable people. Don't we all know people like this? How do I know? Because I exhibited some of these traits at a certain point in time in my 20s. I want to say around the age of like 22 to around 24. I was displaying some traits of a miserable person, like a really miserable person. And now that I have time, now that I'm older, I'm in my late 30s, and I look back and I reflect on why I was so negative, I can pinpoint a lot of behaviors and a lot of things that kept me in bondage, but in bondage mentally. And I was a Christian. I was saved. I've been saved since a little girl. I always had a spiritual connection with God my whole life. So a lot of Christians, or a lot of people who say they're Christians, they're also very toxic people. They have nothing. They talk about they're blessed. How are you blessed? Because I can't see it, but that's a whole other video. People love to hide behind, you know, the I'm blessed and I'm happy, and, you know, a lot of people are just all around weird. And if we take a look at our own life and our own failures, and we're really honest with ourselves, we can see the times that we played the victim when we shouldn't have played the victim. Because a lot of times we are in bad situations. When I look back at all the bad situations that I've gone through in my life, and that I will go through in the future, because life is not perfect, I think to myself, wow, that was because of my poor choice. That's because of what I chose. Now, we are not speaking of people who are going through things that they have no control over, okay? We're not speaking of people who have been through circumstances that are out of their control. So we're talking about children, you know, people who have gone through some forms of physical abuse, mental abuse as children. Those are innocent victims, okay? So we're not talking about children. We're talking about adults, okay? So, and we're not talking about those times in our lives where our friends or we find ourselves in hard times, like bad situations, when we find ourselves, you know, in low points, because we all go through crap. Like, nobody's gonna escape it. Your favorite celebrity, your favorite person that you think is so perfect and this and that, they going through something. They went through something, okay? So no one's gonna escape the pain of life, okay? Whether it's sickness, you know, whether it's mental, whether it's financial, whether it's family, nobody is going to escape the pains of life, okay? But it's how we deal with these things that is really the important thing. So this lady in the book, The 48 Laws of Power, Law 10, Lola Montez, she destroyed everything she touched. Everybody she touched either ended up dead, broke, or ostracized, okay, from their community. These are the people that a lot of y'all hang out with. And these are the people that y'all love to watch on television, that y'all love to follow on Instagram, that y'all love to be friends with. Some people love drama. They love it. They love it. They live for it. That's why we love the Shade Room, right? Because the Shade Room is full of vile, disgusting, trifling people doing trifling things. And somehow or another, we get our fill from it. It's like, oh, it's like we love negativity. It's like a disease. It's a disease, okay? And that's why I like to know what's going on with pop culture and current events, but I don't follow the Shade Room. Like, if I'm in the mood, you know, a couple times out of the month, I'll go to the shade room just to see what's going on, and then I'll leave. Like, I don't follow that trash because I could be making money, spending time with my man, going shopping, getting my nails done. I don't have time to worry about celebrity gossip or, you know, who's doing what. And so I limit myself from a lot of that stuff because it's just a way to keep you distracted from being able to get the things that you want in life. So once again, the topic is avoid the unhappy and the unlucky. Now let me hit on my points really quickly. I don't want to be here long. First point, you need to associate with happy and fortunate people. People that live good lives. You know, people that have great jobs, have great personalities, have great spirits. When you're around them, you just feel this positive energy. Y'all can talk about real life topics and real life issues. You can have like really deep conversations with this person. This person is not always sad. This person is not always saying, oh, I have anxiety. I really hate this I'm depressed, I have anxiety trend. It's a trend. It is. Because you can't tell me all these people who be on YouTube, all these people who be on Instagram pouring their souls out, trying to get likes. I'm not being insensitive, y'all. I promise. I'm not saying some people don't really struggle with depression or anxiety. I'm just saying some of that is the unlucky and the unfortunate. I'm just going to be honest with you. Some of that drama is because these people are unlucky and unfortunate, meaning they make poor decisions. How do I know? Because I've made poor decisions before. They choose the wrong men. They date the wrong men. Then they want to cry and say the man did them wrong and give their sob story. But they never tell you what they did, do they? Do they? Does anybody ever break up with somebody and tell you what they did? Answer. I would love to see. Have y'all ever seen anybody talk about their heartbreak and admit anything that they did to contribute to the breakup? Let me answer that for you. No, they don't. Because we live in a society where people don't want to be accountable for their actions. People think they could do anything. I can do anything. I don't have to be accountable. I can do anything. I can say anything. I can go anywhere. I can wear anything. There's no rules. There's no guidelines. There's no nothing. I can just do it. I can just do anything. Associate with people who have more than you, who are more successful than you, who are smarter than you, who have bright ideas, who have great energy. Stay away from losers. Okay? And this is one reason why I disassociate myself from body positivity. I just did a post on this on Instagram because body positivity will keep you fat. And nobody really wants to be fat unless you're an idiot. I would never tell anybody to be fat because I know what it's like to be fat. I know what it's like to struggle with weight. I know what it's like to want to run a mile, but you can't. I know what it's like to date and have to make sure you're in tip-top shape. The things that you want him to do for you while being overweight. My Wi-Fi is acting up, y'all. Hopefully it'll come back. Okay. I hope y'all can see me. My Wi-Fi might be acting up a little bit. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Somebody let me know. Okay, good. All right, so avoid people who are always losing. They can't keep a relationship. They complain about their boyfriend all the time. They never can win. They never can win. Just altogether avoid these type of people. Okay. All right. What else? Life choices and patterns that people have are the reason that they are in the position that they are in. Okay? People make very poor choices a lot of times. They make very poor choices and very poor life decisions. We call these people infectors. That's what the book calls these type of people. They are infectors, okay? And an infector is somebody that wants to infect you with their negativity. They want to infect you with it. They're miserable. They want you to be miserable. They hate men, so they want you to hate men. They can't find a husband, so they happy that you can't find your husband. They want you to live with your boyfriend, because if you live with your boyfriend and be an eternal girlfriend, and they live with their boyfriend, then y'all can be both living girlfriends. They don't want you to be a wife, okay? They don't want you to be virtuous. They don't want you to have a man that pays your bills. They don't want you to be pretty. They don't want you to make money. They don't want you to be happy. We call these people infectors. That's what they are. They are infectors, okay? And they are diseased. We're not talking about children who have been abused or who have dealt with certain circumstances. We know that we have to help our children and our teens. The book is The 48 Laws of Power, and the link to a free, if you want to listen to it on Audible, I have a free link that you can get 1 credit free. And then also my Amazon store is linked in the description. The 48 Laws of Power. All right, the third point that I want to make, two more things, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Do not associate with infectors. So do not associate with people. You can be cordial. You can be nice. Do not associate with infectors. Like, don't be around them. Don't be friends with them. Don't go nowhere with them. They're not going anywhere in life. You don't want to be around these type of people. They're not good people. They always got a problem. They are just baggage. And some people are in relationship with people like this. They always got a problem. They always got a problem. They always complaining. They always down on their luck. Stay away from these people. Stay away. You can't level up like that. You can't level up like that. The next point, some people are just doomed, okay? Some people are just doomed. I'm sorry to say this, but all you can do is pray for some people and leave them alone. Don't hate them. Don't kick them while they're down. Don't curse them out. Don't wish bad on them. Just know that they are doomed. They're doomed. They can't be fixed. Not everybody. Some people can turn it around, but some people are they're just doomed. Their mentality is messed up. They have a lot of baggage from life and circumstances, and they're just doomed. You just got to stay away from them, because nothing good ever happens for them. So you just got to stay away from them, because they're just doomed people. And the last point I want to make is never associate with people who share your same flaws. Now, this is one reason why I disassociate myself as a fat woman. I still identify as a fat woman, as an overweight woman. This is one reason why I disassociate myself from the plus size community. Okay? I do not want to box myself into that foolishness. I want to make sure that I'm able to navigate in all societies. And when you box yourself into this mindset that I'm fat and people should love me and men should like me, men should like me, even though that might not be their preference. You will hear a lot of fat women tell you men should love you. They should love you for who you are. No, they shouldn't. Why should they love you for who you are? Nobody has to love you for who you are. I don't have to love anybody for who they are, and nobody has to like I am. I need to love you because you bring the qualities, characteristics, and traits that I need in my life, and I bring you the traits and characteristics and qualities that you like. Nobody has to love you for who you are. That's silly. That is silly thinking. So a lot of body positivity will tell you, well, people have to love you. You have to love people for who they are. And if you're fat, you know, it doesn't matter. It does matter. It will affect your life. You will be discriminated against. There will be good men that will be like, you're fat. I'm not dating you. So I'm never going to let young girls go out here and think that being fat is going to bring them any type of accolades. If you get any accolades as a fat woman, you're going to have to really work for it. And you're going to have to be leveled all the way up for people to respect you at the same level that they respect someone who looks like they have confidence and self-esteem because they're physically fit, they keep their look up, they keep their body up, they have all these things. People are going to measure you by that. And so that's why you'll hear people say, well, I don't care what people think, because that's the way to be a loser. That's just the truth. That's the way to be a loser, by saying, I don't care what people think, because we all have to care what people think. We have to care about our career, our jobs. We have to care about our mates that we end up with romantically. We have to care about our look. We have to care about our spirituality. We have to care about our mindset. We cannot go through life saying we don't care, because if you don't care, you're going to be poor. You're going to be poor. You're not going to be able to reach your dreams and go for your goals. You have to care. You have to care about your reputation. You have to care about your look. You have to care about your style. It's not the only thing you care about. Don't be simple. It's not the only thing you care about, but you have to care about every aspect of your life. And I think a lot of people get triggered, especially these weird body positivity people, because, like, honestly, that's even a weird thing to even put in your profile. It's very, very weird. Because if you're body positive, people will see that. You don't need to proclaim it. You don't need to profess that. Same thing when I put on my Wifey for Lifey page. I told the ladies, stop saying you're strong and independent. You know, that sounds very stupid. All adults are strong and independent that pay their own bills. So it's a stupid thing to say. It doesn't make sense. A man who meets you, sees you have a career, he sees you have it going on, he knows you are strong and independent. So you don't need to say dumb things like that, especially if you want a provider, somebody that wants to be a masculine man and come in your life and really be the man and make sure you have the basics and necessities that you need to live well. If you want that kind of husband, you're not going to be able to tell him, I'm strong, I'm independent. That's silly. It's silly-minded, okay? They got mad with me. But let me tell you who gets mad, who will get mad at you. People hate the truth. They hate the truth. They hate anything real. That's what the whole movement is about. Now, body positivity should be for disabled people, okay? It should be for people who are disabled and who have skin issues that they have no control over. That's who body positivity is really for. It is for people who are disabled, who have physical health conditions, and who are mistreated, and who have, society has stacked up the chips against them. That's who really is for. Because I don't care what anybody says, I'm fat. So if I wasn't fat, then people could try to play the okie doke on me. But because I'm overweight and I have a struggle with weight, that is one of my flaws. That is one of my struggles. And because I have that flaw, you can't pull this stupidity with me. You're not gonna pull this stupidity with me. Being fat is a choice. It's a disease. It's a struggle, but it's still a choice. I can decide if I put that pizza in my mouth or if I put a salad in my mouth. Now, I may have a problem with discipline. I may have some psychological issues that might contribute to weight. There might be health conditions that are attributed to weight, but that's far and few in between. Everybody don't have a thyroid problem. So stop with this ignorance. We have a choice. Most of us have a choice in being fat or not. So the fact that a lot of fat people try to jump on this body positivity train is embarrassing. It's disgusting. It's poor. A poor example of role models for our children. We need to be honest with our children, and we need to be honest with our young girls about the health risks, especially if you are a black woman. I don't want to hear any crap from, I'm about to get mad. I'm about to get mad. Calm down, Kim. Calm down, Kim. Calm down. I don't want to hear any crap from any black woman in my comments about body positivity, because you need to go to Google and do some research. Black women, we are the biggest sufferers from diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease. So do some research. Don't be promoting this stupidity, because you're stupid. We got to stop this. We have young people looking up to us. Now, am I saying be depressed because you're fat? Does it look like I'm depressed? Does it look like I'm lacking anything in my life? No, I'm not. But that doesn't mean that I should not focus on my weight, or I should not acknowledge that that's a flaw I have. See, nobody wants to admit that it's a flaw. Everybody wants to take their stupidity, their ignorance, their poor decisions, and they want to place them on everybody else. It's the man's fault. It's the man's fault that you had a baby with him before y'all were married. That's the man's fault. It's all his fault. That you wanted to be a wife and you wasn't a wife. That's his fault. Okay, sis. It's their fault because I'm black and they didn't give me the opportunity. It's their fault that you couldn't apply to all these other jobs. It's their fault that you believe your skin color can really stop you from doing what you want to do when you see all of these people out here of all nationalities, of all skin colors, doing everything that they said black people couldn't do. I don't want to talk about no race. I don't want to talk about it. That's an excuse. That's a cop-out. And what I want y'all to understand is, look at the media and look at what celebrities talk about. LeBron James, he recently talked about how, you know, black people, you know, we got it so hard and blah, blah, blah. Well, if black people have it so hard, I wonder how he got to the NBA and became a multimillionaire and lives the life that every young black boy who is actually talented in the sport wants to do. I wonder how he was able to go reach his dreams and become an NBA player and a role model to many, but yet then turn around and say black people have it so hard. Does it look like he has it hard? See, it's a trick. It's a trick. It's a trick. Because the same white people he's talking about, y'all, let's be real. These are the same white people that gave him the opportunity to be rich and famous and use his God-given talents and skills to make money. So I want y'all to stop listening to celebrities. Half of them don't know what they're talking about. They have no idea. They don't read either. They have no idea what they're talking about. Stop basing your facts off the news and what people tell you and social media, and actually crack open a book. Go read some articles and stop being a victim. Stop being a victim and get out here, level up, and do the things you want to do in your life. So my last note for tonight, it's night for me, y'all, is avoid miserable, unhappy, can't ever get anything that they are aiming for, depressed every day, anxiety-filled people. Because some people love it. They love the attention. They love to do a social media post about how depressed they are. They just love it because they know, you know why? Because they're going to get likes and attention. If I tell you how depressed I am and how I cry myself into my pillow every night and how, you know, I'm just so depressed and I'm full of anxiety and blah, blah, blah. Why are you full of anxiety? See, these are the things that people don't explore. Why are you full of anxiety? Have you read a book? Are you in tune with your spirituality? Have you visited a doctor, a therapist? Are you on your meds? Or do you have a toxic environment around you? Do you have too much stress on your back? There is an answer for everything. There is a way to not be full of anxiety. Now, we do know, and I believe it's a very small percentage of people who have chemical imbalances. And what I mean by a chemical imbalance, and I'm talking about clinical depression, that is a mental disease. That's a mental disease. Clinical depression. That's the kind of depression that you just can't pat yourself on the back and be like, I'm okay. No, you have to go seek treatment for that type of depression. There's also people who have anxiety disorders. So we're not talking about those people, but I believe that's a very small percentage of most people. I think most people just want to be miserable. They make themselves miserable. People love to feed into negativity. People love attention. People love anything that they're going to get love, because we all want to be loved. That's our innate desire, to be loved. And those people who are unlucky, although I don't believe in luck, I told y'all that. Those people who are unlucky and miserable, they have to get loved. They have to fill themselves up some way. So they fill themselves up with bad relationships, bad decisions, poor choices. That's how they fill themselves up. So stay away from people like this. If you want to level up with your look, stay away from body positivity, because you're going to stay fat. Okay? Go away from that. If you're fat, that's not for you. That's not a movement for you. You can lose weight. You can look better. That's not a movement for us. We need to move away from that and start moving our bodies and making better eating choices and getting out here and be confident. That's not for us. That's not for women who want to be leveled up, okay? In the real world, not on social media. Second thing, stay away from people who can't keep a relationship. Stay away from people who hate men. They are weird. They have a lot of baggage. If you want to get married, there's a man out here for you that will love to marry you, provide for you, protect you. There is a man who will love to do that for you. Stay away from people who can't get into a good relationship. Stay away from women who can't get a decent man. Stay away from these people. They are infectors. They are infectors, and they will infect you with the disease. They don't want you to be happy anyway. They want you to be single like them. They want you to be 5 years waiting for a ring. That's what they want for you. They don't want you to find a nice husband and be happy and live happily ever after. They don't want you. They don't want that for you. They're not going to say it, but they don't want that for you. They don't want you to lose weight and be snatched and get into those outfits that they're not going to wear, because we know how hard it is to lose weight. Anybody who's overweight, you know the struggle. You know the struggle with weight. And you know it is not a good feeling when you walk in that store and you want that cute dress and your big behind cannot fit it. So stop it. Stop it with the BS, okay? But then you have those women who have no self-respect. They will squeeze their big butts in it anyway. Okay? And have their big gut hanging over and all their cellulite and all their stretch marks. And I don't care what anybody says. The devil is a liar. There is no decent man that's going to marry you with your big gut hanging over your pants and your stretch marks from here to Australia. Ain't no man with no amount of money and a decent career and has something going for himself that has his pick is going to pick you. You're going to have to get with a beta male who is probably almost a female himself, who's feminine. I don't care what nobody say. That ain't what people looking for. And if you want proof, go look at all the successful men, whether it's actors, musicians, lawyers, doctors, educators, professors, entrepreneurs who have investments. Go look at who they with, and I guarantee you it won't be those women I just described. So stop it. So stay away from the unhappy and the unlucky. These women are telling you to be like them. My question to you is, are they married? Do they have someone paying their bills? Are they not working if they choose to work or not work? Are they able to go shopping and eat out? Are they good mothers? Are they teaching their children what they need to be teaching their children? Are they cooking dinner for their children? Y'all need to stop following people who don't even have what you want anyway. That's it. That's all I have to say. We're going to level up. Somebody asked me about my lip. I can't remember the name. I will put it in the description box after. It's a MAC liquid lipstick. It's called something brandy, but I can't remember, but I will link it in the information afterwards. Okay. So that's it. That's all I came to say. Avoid the unlucky 600-pound hounds live with their in-laws. Yeah. Now imagine what kind of man would marry a 600-pound woman. Let's be real, y'all. What kind of man would marry a 600-pound woman? Am I saying a 600-pound woman is worthless? Absolutely not. God loves everybody. We are all God's children. Every one of us. I don't care if we fat, short, ugly, broke, on the journey. All of us have flaws. All of us have flaws. All of us have problems. But what decent man would marry a 600-pound woman? Come on, y'all. Let's not be, you know, we got to stop with this foolishness. We really got to stop with this silliness. It's silly. You know, it's just silly. Some of the thought processes that people have are really just plain out silly. So avoid the unhappy and the unlucky. Links to a free link for Audible. If you want to listen to the 48 Laws of Power on Audible. I like to listen to Audible when I'm washing the dishes, or if I'm walking, or if I'm at the mall. A lot of times I don't watch no TV, y'all. I watch very little TV. Very little TV. I'm always reading, educating myself. And that's why I have seen my life improve. If you want a husband, girl, you're going to get a husband. But not by doing what these thotty type of girls is doing on social media. Because we're not Cardi B, y'all. We can't be doing what Cardi B do online and get a decent man. We're not Cardi B. We're not Beyonce. We're not Cardi B. We are not, we are not these celebrities. We are normal women. And if you want a respectable, God-fearing man, a faithful man, a loyal that's going to keep leveling up, a man that's going to put you... All right, y'all, that's it. And keep saying you want a husband, because that's how you manifest a husband. You manifest a husband by saying, I want a husband. And you prepare yourself to be a wife. I want a husband. I want a husband that's going to love me, protect me. I want a hard worker. I want a provider. I want us to be able to laugh. I want us to be able to have a good time. I want us to travel. Whatever you want, write those things down in a journal and take it to your Father and pray and position yourself to be found. That's a whole nother video. I'm going to do a whole nother video about positioning ourselves to be found. And that's just not in love. That's in career. That's just not in love. That's in career. That's networking. That's meeting the right people, being in the right place at the right time, getting to know the right people so you can do the things that you want to do. It's all about that. Okay. So I'm going to leave with this note. Stay away from the miserable, unlucky, unhappy, unsuccessful, doing it all the wrong way people. Stay away from them. because you're never going to level up. Links to a free trial of Audible is below. Link to the 48 Laws of Power is below. I will link this lipstick in the comment section. Join my Patreon community or just support us. If you support our message, we need your support. Support us over on Patreon. If you don't want to join the community, just donate to the community. We appreciate it. I am building something here for respectable, classy women who are leveling up, who want to keep it classy, who want to be respectful, who want to be role models. If you are not that type of woman, don't leave no comment under my video. I don't care what you are talking about. I am not for you. Go to where women don't care. Go find those people. I'm not your person, because I care about how I look. I care about making sure I have a man in here to do the things I need him to do. I care about living a life that I love. I care about being able to do what I want to do. So if you are, I don't care, I don't want to live by any type of system or rules, I want to be free, I'm not your girl. Go to your people. I'm not for you, and that's fine. I respect everybody, but I'm not your girl. What do you do about friends that are not about anything but are the life and the you don't listen. You need to back away from friends who are about anything and limit your time with them. Meaning, if you want to go out with them, you like them, they have good parts of their character, then go out with them, have a good time, leave it there. Y'all got to learn to have different friends for different things. You know, you can have your friend that likes to have a good time. You know, she's funny. Maybe you get with her because she's funny. Then you have your friend that maybe knows a lot about business and she's successful. So you want to get those jewels from her. Maybe you have a married friend that's married and, you know, you're trying to get married. You want to be married. You want help with these bills, you know. So you talk to her and, you know, you learn about what it's like being a wife, the ups, the downs, the struggles. Maybe you have a friend that's well read. You know, she gives you got to learn to have different friends for different things. But me personally, at my age, because I'm older, I'm not having no toxic friendships in my life. If you can't bring something to my life and I can't bring something to your life, we're not going to be friends. I don't care if I have no friends. Because God is going to bring me the right people into my life. Because I believe that. I believe my life is going to be the way I want it to be. Despite the downfalls, the bad situations, the unexpected things that happen to us. I believe until God shuts my eyes and I go to meet him, whatever situation I go through, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Even if it don't look like it's going to be okay, I know it's going to be okay if I didn't die. When I die, it's over. But until I die, my life's going to be good. Whatever I go through, if it's sickness, money, love, whatever I'm going through, it's going to be all right. Because I know God still puts breath in my body. So it's going to be fine. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thanks so much.